Thank you, Dave Durfee. Isn't that a wonderful introduction? That's okay. That happens. You're doing stand-up, and all of a sudden, that's the thing that happens. All of a sudden, it becomes like an insurance seminar. And everybody's just staring at you like you're 5 feet of water in their basement. It's terrible. Then the next comic comes on with a shirt like this, and it looks like Helen Keller ironed it. And I've never had a sense of style, you know, and I have this gay brother, and he always tells me, Patrick, clothing makes a statement. And I think this says that I give up. So this is a good-looking crowd, man. Any New York sports fans here tonight? Here we go. One, you, two. We can count them. Okay. No, I'm looking at the picture of the Jets, and I'm waiting for the day that Mark Sanchez gets dirty, so the Post can have the headline, Dirty Sanchez. You know it's coming, right? They're dying to put that headline. I love the Post. My favorite Post headline was Dog Shoots Man. I love that. Or the other one was Headless Body Found in Topless Bar. And they still have the weather here on the front. How many people read the paper for the weather anymore? I just stick my head out the window and hope the guy upstairs isn't pissing out his. I love that, man. I love that. Any Mets fans? Any of you guys fans of the Mets? Oh, okay. Two, equally in pain. I used to be a Mets fan, but rooting for the Mets is like rooting for a flat tire. And it's appropriate that they're involved with Madoff, because every year they start out like a Madoff scam. It's like they start out like this, then bang, they hit rock bottom. It's depressing. You put your life and all your emotions in that. I know, I'm a Giant fan, you know, and then, you know, the second Michael Vick starts running around like a gay guy at Bed Bath & Beyond. And then you look at the coach Coughlin, and I love him because his face just turns, he's like a thermometer. His face just gets redder and redder. I love that. I really do. Eli Manning is such a hick, isn't he? He looks like a hick turd. He looks like somebody you run into at the end of a dirt road. And then you say to him, how the hell do I get out of here? Eli. I love that. The Manning brothers. His other brother has a whale head. Did you ever see the shape of it? He looks like he could get in the ocean there with, what's his name? Moby Dick. Moby Dick and Peyton Manning. I think his career is over though. That's the end. Too bad. So what do we got here? Paul McCartney got married to that broad. She had 2 legs this time. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. The other one, I don't know, she was hopping around on one leg and she was against landmines. I assumed she stepped on one. And she was a pain in the ass too, right? She did him dirty. Love me do, the Post says.
They got the best headline.
Oh, they do have the best. They do. They had one about Gotti the other day, and this is the one I'm reading the article. John Gotti, his ex-son-in-law, got out of prison. He admitted to these crimes, and Gotti was real pissed off. And he said, I don't care if a church was robbed and there was a steeple sticking out of my ass. I still wouldn't admit it. and you just gotta love the set. I just love that picture. You know, here he is. He's got a steeple. No shirt, no shoes, no steeples. Get out of here. What else do we got here? Susan Boyle, Britain's got. You guys like her? I dream. They're doing a story about her life. I dreamed. 500 million hits on YouTube. I dreamed a dream, and you weren't in it. She looks like she got a lot of guys sober. She's not even 3 o'clock in the morning good looking. Here, Susan, chase the fellas out of the bar. She looks like she could scare all the bears back into Pennsylvania. Jacko, Mike, I just made a video. I make videos that I post to YouTube and other sites. And I posted one about Michael Jackson's doctor. And all these people are hammering me. Some woman called me a typical stupid American idiot. You know, because I can't stand that. Because they had Jermaine Jackson on. And he's doing the book tour, and he's like, oh, and that's the mistake people make about Michael, that he was like a molester and everything. And I'm sitting there getting, no, he wasn't a molester. Everybody has a carnival on their front lawn. That's what you want to come home to on a Friday night, is a carnival and 700 kids, right? No, and then listen to this. The train from the carnival went right to his bedroom. Yeah, hello is right. The train goes right to, oh, it was charming, and we'd have cookies, and, a conveyor belt would have been more obvious, I guess. Jacko. This way, but I understand it. He's like those people in Florida with the orange trees. Whenever he wants one, he just goes outside and picks one. Jacko. Unbelievable. Clint Eastwood's making another movie. Believe that? He's like 80 years old. And he's going to be making another tough guy movie. 80 years old? You can't do that at 80 years old. Make my day. It's more like make my bed. Punk. I know what you're thinking. What's in that bedpan? Is that a number 1 or a number 2? This is what I love about the Post. They have an ad for a $30 million beachfront house in the Hamptons. How many people reading the New York Post have $30 million for a beachfront house in the Hamptons? Yeah, as they go down to their job at White Castle. How many more years I gotta work at White Castle before I can live next to Billy Joe? Christy Brinkley. You ever see that kid they had together, Christy and Billy? How'd you like that your mother's Christy Brinkley, but you look like Billy Joe? And you have the musical talent of Christy Brinkley. It's terrible. The Rolling Stones are fighting too with Keith Richards. I love him. He just came out with it. I'm looking at his picture though. He's all leathery. He looks like a pocketbook with a nose. I swear to God, he is one used up sloppy hooah. All beat up and shit, all sexed out. He's dried out like a leaf, man. Holy shit. And then he's like, they're 70 years old. Now they're going to have like the big blow up. I mean, you couldn't have waited until they were dead? Yeah, I mean, it's depressing. They got along this long. It's depressing. But that Mick Jagger looks like he's a real prick. I'm sure he is. You think so? You think Mick Jagger's a prick? No? They all are. That's how they got that way, stepping on people. Stepping and blood-sucking. That's why these Wall Street kids, you guys into these little kids at Zuccotti Park? They don't know what they're protesting? That's a load of bullshit. We don't know what we're protesting. No, I'm just going to walk down there and camp out for a month. You know what I would do if I owned that park? I'd be tossing bed bugs on them. That'll get them out. There's a strategy there. Bed bugs. That whole city is crazy. They have bums and everything, you know, because they're like hippies. So all these mooches are stopping in and shit because they're getting drugs and all these freebies. No, they're wrong. The revolution was last November. The hillbillies have spoken. They did. They rule the roost, man. From here to California and all the way down south, it's all red. Begins in Morris County. You know that? County by county, you just go around the big cities. Everything else is red. Red, damn it, Republican red. I love that. I'm in the middle. I'm like a Reagan Democrat. I can go either way. They have a word for that. Either way. Menage de trois. Yeah, I am. I'm in the middle. You know, I care about people. But when I see the Republicans, they look like people who still believe in wrestling. That it's real. They do. And it's just appropriate that that woman in Connecticut ran for senator. And then I look at the Democrats and I go, holy shit. Somebody left the barn door open. When I look at their convention. I do. I love that. A guy told me once, an old sage, he says, when you watch the Democratic convention, everything is great until Jesse Jackson and Ted Kennedy get up to speak. And then everybody in the country grabs their wallets and votes Republican. And that's the truth. So what are we talking about here? What else do we got? Did you guys ever date using the personals? Did you guys ever do that? No? You guys are too sophisticated. How did you guys meet?
The lights on.
Lights on? That like a religious experience?
Zeus.
Zeus? Oh.
Zeus.
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 Zeus. Are you Greek? Were you like in Athens or something in the temple and then poof, she appeared? There she was. Good. And what's your name, by the way?
Roger.
Roger. Okay, that's good. You answered me on the, quickly. You didn't make up a name.
No, I was thinking about it, but I know Hannah, but what the heck?
Oh, okay. Oh, you do know Honey. Okay, good. There's Ann. This is our server. Give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
She's young. She's got her life ahead of her, and she works at the Gainville. And she's got a roll of toilet paper. Good. And they keep it in the safe. Look at that. These Arabs are cheap, I swear to God. Keeping the toilet paper in. What else does he keep in there?
Love that door, Ann.
I love that. By the way, if you guys go over to that painting later, it's a...
Is there a menu?
Yes, there is.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah. Sure, that's fine. That I was going to point out that painting is a scratch and sniff.
Oh.
He must have watched a lot of Batman to do that, hide the safe there. Because they used to have those things. So what are you going to order? What is the lamb, baklava? The baklava. Very good. So where did you guys meet, really? Zeus? Okay.
Match.com.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's so good. And okay, and any other couples in here tonight? Oh, you guys? Okay. Where did you meet? Unemployment line? Where did you guys meet? No, never mind. I'm not going to press that. No, because somebody talked me into doing the personals, and in the personals, they have all these alphabetical codes, and it says stuff like SWF, VM, AC, VW. I ended up renting a used car. I saw this one ad. I put this one ad, and it said, I got 15 responses. I got 15 responses from 15 different women. It was all the same phone number. It was one woman, multiple personalities. So I figured one of them had to be a hooah. I took her out. I got turned down 15 different times. The only good thing about it was we split the check 16 ways. I love that kind of stuff. It's romantic. Women want the romance. I saw in this one ad, the woman puts, P.S. I love long walks in the rain. And I think that's cool, because now I know who's taking the garbage out on those stormy nights. Or they always want the fireplace, you know. Women always want the fireplace. And I don't have a fireplace. But what we could do is go back there and burn a bagel in my toaster oven. How's that for romance? My little studio in Bloomfield. Or they all like the old black and white romantic movies, and I think that's cool too, because I have an old black and white TV.
You're in trouble.
I know I'm in trouble. She said, this one gal said, you know, you're a comedian. Ooh, that's really cool. Have you ever been on TV? And I said, yeah, they filmed my DWI conviction. How's that for... So I got lucky. I ended up dating a woman who was bulimic. And I agonized. Should I bother to take her to a nice restaurant? Because I mean, if she's going to get sick, I'll take her to White Castle. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Someplace with a bucket. She started doing this. I figured I was in. What is this? He's rating my jokes. This is what I come to Rutherford for? I was reading the paper out here in Rutherford. I love this. They have a Jewish 12 steps. I love this. The Jewish 12 steps. Jew A. I love that. I'm powerless over my Jewishness. It's because they already have an Irish A. That's AA itself. And you don't know how true that is. What else? What's going on in Rutherford? Blood pressure screening on Tuesday. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Guys gonna go? I had a medical procedure the other week. I had what they call a colonoscopy. And yeah, and for you younger guys, that's where they take a television cable and they snake it into your hiney. Now, it was the only action I had all year.
You're married.
That's right. And I was really excited about it. So I said to the doctor, if you find any coins, they're yours.
Oh my God.
So, you know, it's funny because this was a chain, suburban endoscopy, and I said to the doctor, you need to name it something snappy, something like the butt. But it was cool because I had to take this enema, and on the side of the enema bottle it says warning: misuse of this product may result in dependency. And I said, wow, I could become an enema addict. Can't you see it? First I'd start using them recreationally. You know, 1 or 2 at the end of the day. To loosen up. Next thing you know, it's a 6-pack during the game. Then I'm full blown. I'm going to Enema Anonymous to have one with the guys. So what else is... Becton takes it down to the wire. Any of you guys from around here? Where are you guys from? Oh, Rutherford. Okay, cool. And you guys?
Not late.
Oh, very exotic. Okay. And you?
Oradell.
Oradell. Okay. Yeah, you came from far. And you guys? Teaneck. Oh, Teaneck in the house. Okay, good. And I know where he's from. North Arlington, right? He looks like a German poet, doesn't he? He's great. I love him. I love these old comedy guys. Because, you know, and he can vouch, Dave can vouch for me. You go to these open mics and you get these open mic comics and they're sitting there hating on you. And they sit there and they give you this, what I call the open mic death ray stand. They're just trying to burn a hole in you. And I say, what are you, constipated? What's wrong with you? I hate that. I really hate when people are destructive and ugly like that. This is This is
cool.
very
We're in-
informal. People
Maybe-
get up, people walk
Are these
through,
big
put
salads?
toilet rolls in the safe.
I haven't tried this the first time I'm making
That's
it,
great.
but
I
I do
mean,
believe they're fairly large
That
size.
was.
Oh, really? So two
You
people could
wouldn't
share
believe
one
that
and
unless you saw it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe we have
what do we have
one
here?
insala
See what
verde
the Elks have
and
to offer. Hoop shoot, drug awareness.
I am
That
quite
sounds
familiar with
exciting.
the crook madam. I am
The
familiar with the
Elks.
Mediterranean open rack.
Ever know any of those
Tuscan
people? That
You
they
are?
have? Yeah, they were all
Okay.
alcoholics, aren't they?
So,
And addicts.
panini style. I don't like to
I don't know. What else
Right
we gonna
time.
talk
With
about?
three
Mutual
open wrap.
funds. There's something that's funny. Who else is going broke here?
Gonna have that one?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
guys,
Cool, so
that's my
thanks a lot,
retirement.
and that
I'm going to
one.
be fishing in the
I'd be happy to
Passaic
serve that
River.
to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's where I'll be getting my lunch from.
Turn you up real quick?
Halloween. I hate this shit. You ever see these hipsters? And in every city they have these zombie parades now. Don't you hate that? It's like wrestling, the zombie shit. You know, I get it. After 3 minutes, you eat
With debit
people.
cards?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Right? I mean, it's boring. It's like, you know, after 3, all right, we get it. You eat dead people. That's, you can't really eat them. Get the imagination,
Now we onion and what else?
you
That's what he's yelling
hipster
at me.
freaks. I hate that. I really do. Well, that's about all the time I think I'm going to do tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Thanks